was that? Bro.
What's up, guys? Another day, another dollar. Big day yesterday. We had election day. Anyway, in other news, Instagram is cooked beyond belief. I'm surprised anyone even sees my videos at all. You know what I mean? I get video takedowns every single day on Instagram. I kind of sat back. I decided that I'm just gonna restart on YouTube. Whatever. But yeah, I think it's interesting to see how everything kind of evolved. In every aspect of the sense. I think it's time for a new chapter on YouTube. Whether it works or not. I'm finishing up school online because of moving and stuff, and it just didn't make sense to stay on campus. I'm just gonna finish my credits online because that's an option for me, which is nice. But I feel like Instagram, and just getting hunted down, pretty hard. I don't really mind. I want to just do new stuff. I've been DJing a lot, making a lot of music, going through school, a lot of stuff going on. You never do the same thing all the time, and I think I kind of want to change, whether it works or not. I mean, shit, I don't really care if it, you just do what you want to do. Other topics, youngla posted me on their story, right? I wasn't going to talk about this, but my friends call me, right? They have the new drop. It's actually insanely sick, right? It's really cool shit. It's a little bit more edgy, right? Goth and shit. I'm talking beanies, skull shit. You can't really see this. Super, super, super dope. Baggy stuff. It's kind of what a goth kid would wear. Like a skater. They're making skater clothes. So anyway, put the beanie on. I put all the skater shit on, right? I'm acting goth as hell. Oh man, I gotta look conflicted and shit. I was like, whatever the fuck. My friends told me I lost aura. They said that shit was like, what are you doing? And I was like, I don't know, man. We got that song dropping this Friday. It is probably the best song we've ever put out. The Warhammer song. Warhammer 40K. Super into that shit. Taking a lot of master classes, online courses, music production. I've probably done about 30 hours worth so far. I'm still taking more. I want to take in as much as I can. I want to learn as much as I can, because that's kind of the direction that I want to go in, on the side. Still doing YouTube videos and stuff, but I really would like if we made one tear out dubstep absolute banger that people are playing at shows, bigger than me. You know what I'm saying? How Rated R had that crazy, you're probably not dubstep people. Rated R had this crazy breakout. It's not breakout, he was already big, but Dirty South was insane. But I think something like that, but for tear out dubstep, heavy gun bass, I'm gonna keep going until I get one of those. I'm still checking the emails and stuff. I get a lot of emails, and I can't post them on Instagram anymore, but yeah, man, people are struggling, bro. I saw one guy, his whole deal is he has issues with the fitness industry. He got into the title of the email was Winter Arc, locking in Winter Arc, it's all bullshit. Getting jacked did not improve my life at all. Yes, my health is better, yes, I look better, but that didn't help me in any way, shape, or form. And so I'm reading the email last night, and gym for him, and I think a lot of other people, turned into a coping mechanism, because before that, he was bored, lonely, and he wasn't fat, you know what I'm saying, but he looked alright, but he got jacked. He's bored and lonely, didn't have a girlfriend, didn't have friends, just didn't do shit, didn't get invited to parties, whole Winter Arc thing, which is a good thing. How the fitness industry is always about Winter Arc, lock in, this, that, the other. He's well, locking in doesn't mean he said for him, for a lot of people, they don't know how to, let's say you're a teenager, right? A lot of people, they're all right, well, I could start a clothing business, right? But without the platform, different things, it's kind of, this, that, the other. Locking in kind of just means for a lot of people just going to the gym, right? Getting super jacked, Winter Arc, locked in, no parties, no drinking, this, that, the other. And he got jacked, he did it, and he got to the top, and he realized, okay, well, I'm jacked now. Why do I feel exactly the same as I did before? But look at people that he was saying oh, well, I think when you get in the gym, you think it's gonna be the end all be all where it solves all your problems. And he was there's people way less attractive than me, right? That are way happier with girlfriends, go out, they don't look bad. He's like, I think I just used the gym as a coping mechanism for my boredom and loneliness to make me feel like I'm doing something, because you get that serotonin boost. He's like, and while I am doing something, I'm not really doing anything for my life by getting super jacked, right? He's like, I don't have more money. You know, I don't have more friends or a girlfriend. I'm not happy. I'm not doing more things. I don't think I'm making more memories. I'm just jacked now. I think it, and he was like, yeah, it's all bullshit. I feel like, this is what he was saying. He was like, it's all bullshit. I feel like I kind of put I have all these problems, and rather than addressing the problems themselves, I just went to the gym. And while it made me feel better, it didn't actually do anything for my life. And I think that whole idea has been realized by a lot of people later on, but that only comes into play when you're getting into it for those reasons, right? If you're a competitive bodybuilder, you know, and some people take it further than others, you know, competitive bodybuilding, I think the fitness industry in general, there's a lot of like insecurity and ego involved, you know, because that's kind of the nature of the gym, is to, oh, if I'm measurably bigger than you, you know, and then you get the social media involved, like, oh, I have more followers than this person. Oh, like, you know, it's a very ego-driven kind of community, and it's not addressing, I think, for a lot of people. Some people, they love the gym and it helps them and they integrate it in a healthy way. Other people, they let it take over their life and it actually turns into a form of therapy that doesn't actually improve, you know, life-related issues. I feel like I'm talking in circles. Like, if I'm bored and lonely and I'm like miserable and depressed because of how lonely I am, getting jacked isn't necessarily gonna fix that. It could if I met friends at the gym, and then yeah, now that's fixed, but the gym itself isn't gonna fix that. And I think when the gym doesn't fix that for people, they're like, oh fuck, what now? And that's how people get into the mentality of like, you know, especially with the girls thing. Girls seems to be a big problem with a lot of the, you know, teenagers that send me emails. Like, so people come to me with girl-related issues a lot. But they think that like they're gonna get girlfriends and stuff based on how they look, right? And I see a lot of people blaming shit why they don't have a girlfriend for, oh, this guy looks better than me, I'm not tall, handsome enough. Realistically, it's none of those things. That's rich coming from you, Logan. Like, you're not fucking having the same, you're not like 5'2" and obese. Well, yeah, if you're 5'2" and obese, that's kind of extreme, but there's like good looking guys, right, that are like, no, like I'm not good looking, you know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about, you know, extremes. Like, they're like decent looking guys, like 5'10", handsome, right? They're not 6'5", oiled up and jacked, right? With like a 9-inch monster, you know, down there, 9-inch monster python. They're not that, but they're good looking guys, you know what I'm saying? And it's like this mentality of just blaming it on different things, and it's like, that's the problem, is not how you look, it's that, you know, it's that you're fucking doing it to yourself. Think that different things are gonna fix their problems, but in reality, the only thing that's gonna fix your problems is you. There's nothing that, like, good example of this, people are like, oh, if I'm rich, you know, some people, getting a ton of money does make them happy. And then talk to other people that are mega wealthy and it made their life like worse. They're like, well, now I have all these responsibilities, I'm still not happy. You know, it's like I can buy anything I want, but you know, at what cost? Like, I freaking lost my family, you know, working 70 hours a week. I'm rich as hell, but like, who do I spend it on? Myself? What, I buy another boat? I mean, shit. Everything is a balance. I don't even know what the topic of this video is, but you know, things aren't going to solve your problems. You kind of got to solve them intrinsically first. Kind of like people that get into relationships, right? They think like, you know, it's like, do they like this person or do they just want to be less lonely? Ask yourself those questions. It's like, you feel that void for a little bit and then you realize like, oh shit, like it came back. You know, you got to be in those situations, right, where you're getting in relationships and stuff just because you're lonely. It's just going to happen again and again. I think the first step is to be okay with being alone and being by yourself. You know what I mean? With the money thing, right? You can be happy with the money, but you're not going to be if you weren't happy having like what you had already. If that makes any sense. You got to be okay with what you have, and then you add the money on top of it, you're going to be happy, right? But if you're never okay with what you have, you could have all the money in the world and still not be happy. You know, with the fitness thing, you got to be okay with yourself, how you look, you know, you know, and that's to a degree. I'm not saying if you're like 800 pounds, be happy because like you're gonna die soon. I just watched that movie, The Whale. Gotta fix it first, and then when you get jacked, you just add on top. So you're fixing these problems intrinsically, and then you get the bonuses on top. And if you don't do that, then you're just gonna feel that all the time. Anyway, that's it for today's video. I'm gonna get back into daily uploads. You know, nothing crazy. I'm just gonna get in the car again and drive around, talk about what I'm thinking, because, you know, this is kind of my platform now, I guess, because of Instagram, which I'm okay with. It's a lot different, but, you know, I kind of need the pivot. You know what I mean? I think I just got bored of the other one. Not that, and I'll do it here and there, but I've been saying that for a while, but yeah, it doesn't have the same thing as it did before. I mean, I could talk about how I started in social media and all that stuff, and why it all changed. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Peace.